Hi, PDX Aviation here, and today we're going to Canada. And I say where because I'm bringing along Planesguy, or Dmitri. Hey, say hi. Come on.
Hi.
And after introducing Dmitri to our complimentary in-flight beverages, we departed for a long journey to pick up some of my other friends nearby.
We also picked up 2 more people for the trip so that we can split the costs.
And after stopping for some Dr. Pepper, we finally got going for a 6-hour trip to BC. And just 2 hours later, we were reaching the outskirts of Seattle, home to one of the most beloved spotting locations, Boeing Field. Unfortunately, we had no time to spot there, so instead, we stopped by the International District for some lunch. And after doing my first parallel park job in 4 years and figuring out how to work the parking meter, we sat down at the restaurant, screwed around, and had some pho.
Screw table manners.
Yeah.
Dmitri, you're not going to put a plant in your food?
We had no time to worry about authenticity though, and 30 minutes later, we're off again. As everyone settled back for the 3-hour ride, I introduced my friends to a little landmark of I-5.
Guys, we're going over a bridge that collapsed 3 years ago. Yep, it's this bridge right here. See the new section right here that we're passing right now? That's the section that they replaced.
Shortly after my brief inspirational guide of the bridge that may symbolize the state of our current infrastructure, we made it to Blaine, a small city just south of the border, where Dmitri watched me fuel up and the others went to the loo. Then, finally, we made it.
That's the border. And look, metric!
To be honest, at this point I was planning to sing "O Canada" to respect them for letting us in. However, none of my other friends knew the lyrics. As a result, Canada punished us with a traffic jam. Never mind that, because an hour later, we got through the George Massey Tunnel, our gateway to Richmond, YVR, and our hotel room. But after our arrival, we had a minor issue to sort out.
So yeah, we're gonna try to check in and see if there's a 4-person room, because currently we have a 2-person room with 4 people, so that's not possible.
Well, to be fair, when we booked it, there were only 3 people going.
Yeah, and then stuff changed.
For the better.
Fortunately, the front desk was kind enough to give us a 4-person room that happened to open up in the last minute. And after checking in, we got to our room that we'll be staying in for the next 48 hours for final approval.
Yeah. Check out our room, not bad. Charger.
I, however, wanted to check the bathroom after realizing that I forgot my toothbrush at home.
Okay, there you go. Oh, the light's a little bit old. That's fine. Oh, dang, there's no toothbrushes. Guess I can't brush my teeth. Yeah. Oh well. I guess we'll have to buy some toothbrushes, or we can brush our teeth with coffee.
With that minor setback, we shifted gears to dinner. And tonight, we'll be having hot pot at an authentic Chinese restaurant, held to Richmond standards. Or at least we hope so.
Yep, so we're eating hot pot now, right over there. Check that out. Hopefully we don't need to wait. But I heard that we might have to wait 30 minutes, according to my cousin.
But there wasn't. And after introducing the basics to what would be Dimitri's first hot pot experience, we had our tea, ordered some interesting stuff to throw in the pot, and got started.
But then there's some corn. Well, yeah, you know what? Just dump the whole plate in there, because that's what we do. Right?
Oh no, the noodles cool. Just being like close to it is really hot.
Yeah. Can you put it up to the rim? Okay, yeah, don't do that, don't do that.
Eventually, though, we stopped burning ourselves and got the hang of it. Even for Dmitri, who seemed to be enjoying the Asian experience quite nicely.
There you
It's
go.
the pressure of performing.
Yeah, there you go. Just put your mouth right up to the bowl.
After staying way longer than the restaurant owners have hoped for, we moved on. And after Raker helped us have a 6-point turn in the parking lot, we went to the mall, bought some toothbrushes and maple syrup, before finally going back to rest for the big day that lies ahead of us.
Alright guys, so we're pretty much done for the day. We're gonna go to sleep, and tomorrow we're gonna go spotting. A cup of Tim Hortons. That's a very wise idea, because, you know, caffeine helps you sleep and everything. Yep, alright. Good night, everyone.
After a good night of resting, we set out for our planned activities. For Raker and Johnny, that meant hanging out with some folks around BC, and for me and Dmitri, it meant spotting time. But first, Tim Hortons. And one sandwich later, Dmitri asked for my honest review.
I don't know, it's better than Air Canada. So you want to go eat somewhere, don't choose Air Canada, choose Tim Hortons. I'm sure the food is better than on that plane right there. Probably. There you go.
After satisfying our needs, we dropped off Raker and Johnny at a station. Then finally, we were off to YVR, the airport I've attempted and failed to spot at for many years. And now it is, at last, in our sight. There's no time to admire the pretty sight though, since our first big guest appeared shortly after. But then, we noticed something unusual. We saw this little fella flying around the south side of the airport. It turned out to be this plane, an inspection plane to inspect, to inspect something, not gonna guess, not an expert, but whatever it was, it had a profound impact on our spotting experience. For much of the afternoon, the inspection plane continued flying patterns along the south side, closing off 26 left and creating a mess at 26 right. But what was probably a pain to all the controllers, passengers, and crew flying that day, this might just be the most incredible spotting experience in our lifetime. There were so many good things to film that my camera ran low on power. I went back to the hotel to recharge, and after rushing back, I was greeted with some of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. But then more stuff started to go wrong. My SD card ran out of room and had to borrow one from Dmitri. And as night fell, a swarm of mosquitoes started feasting on us, driving us to the verge of insanity. In the end though, it was my camera to go first. After filming the last 747 of the day, the battery went dry. The day after what may be the most incredible yet ridiculous spotting experience ever, we headed home. First, back to Blaine to fuel up and for Dmitri to buy his popsicle. Then, we stopped by for some burgers and shakes.
Oh, this restaurant's coming on now. Coming online. So we get to eat in 2 minutes or something.
And after our final round of approval, we started our long journey back home. Soon, we were at the outskirts of Seattle once again.
If there's a carpool lane, you should use it.
Yes, but look at all these people we're passing. That doesn't seem ethical at all.
Ethical or not, we got to Seattle where we'll be dropping off Johnny for his ride back to Pullman.
Yeah, sure. I don't have hands to shake, so
Alright.
Yep, see ya, man.
2 hours later, it was Raker's turn to be dropped off, before we headed back to where it all began.
Alright, see ya, man.
Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon.